everybody, Lemony Vengeance here, and today I'm going to show you how to use the Nesica Card Reader Updater. Just give you some background info on this. This was made by an individual named Cymex, and you can kind of see their name right there, Cymex73. And what this does is it allows you to do a firmware update on the Nesica readers for the older style JVS Nesica readers, which includes Groove Coaster. It also includes Theatrhythm, as well as the ones that you find inside your Vuelix cabinet. It allows it to use not just the Red Nesica cards, but also AmusementIC cards if the game supports it. Now, I need to be very clear about that. If the game supports it, so games like Theatrhythm and some of the Nesica Live 2 multi-fighting games that support AmusementIC cards will also benefit from this. For Groove Coaster, currently it only supports the Red Nesica cards. These ones. It only supports these ones. It also supports the blue Nesica cards as well. AmusementIC needs to be patched into the software for this game in order to read AmusementIC cards. I have to be very, very clear about that. It's a two-part process. This updater will take care of the firmware update on this. Now, in order to get to your card reader, it is 3 screws right here. These are Security Torx 20. If you don't have a Security Torx screwdriver, you can get one of these. It has multiple bits. It comes from Home Depot, and I think it's like 15 bucks. It's not much. If you don't already have one, you should pick one up because you're going to use it a lot. So you take these 3 screws out, and it just slides out like that. So what you're going to want to do once you're in here, this is the card reader itself right there. So it's very important that you do this while the cabinet is off. Pull that power cable, and I have to stress that again. Pull the power cable. Make sure there's no power connected to it. So, and then from there, you will want to connect this cable to this connector, the Z port. All right, if I can get it connected. Oh, I had it the first time. All right, so there, it's connected into the Z port. And then what I like to do with this is I like to connect this reader up to a USB battery pack. That way I don't have to have a computer or really long USB power cable connected. So we'll connect it up here. I'm trying to do this two-handedly. Flip it around. All right, hang on a second. We'll connect it up. Make sure that your USB power is on. I'm going to let it turn off so that I can confirm that it stays on. Give it a couple of seconds before it turns off. Plug it back in and then turn it back on. It's been known to turn off while the firmware update is processing. If that's the case, just turn your battery pack back on and then try it again. There you go. Okay, so we'll plug it in, let it turn on, and then what you do, you press the little button here. So that green light is going to be on for about a minute. You let it do its thing. And then when it's done, it's going to start rapidly blinking. Like I said, it takes about a minute to take care of. All right, so it's rapidly blinking. Just to make sure, you unplug this cable, plug it back in to see if the red light turns on and starts blinking. If it does, and you can see it right there, the red light is on and blinking, that means that it has processed and the update is complete. Everything is working as expected. So unplug it again. Make sure that there's no power connected. It's still blinking, I don't know why. Oh, I unplugged the wrong cable, that's why. Huh. Make sure that you're unplugging the right cable here. So we'll unplug that, get this out of the way. Plug the power up. And then we'll start the cabinet up and test it out. Okay, so Groove Coaster has started back up. You'll see that it's getting ready to do its thing. You know, let it just run through the opening screens here. All right, it's ready. Oh, look what I just happen to have. I have a Red Nesica card. So I'm gonna take that. It's gonna load up and you'll see that it was able to bring it up, no issue. I think the sound is turned all the way down on this because I don't hear it. There we go. Now, I do want to go through this again. So we'll hop in the test menu here. And you'll see that the test menu, we'll go down to card test. And it's ready to scan the card. We'll, bink. Oh, I don't want to show you the card number there. I'm gonna have to, but all right, I'll black it out. But it says successfully scanned. Now you'll notice a couple of times, like when I first scanned it in, the reader went red. So watch this. The issue with this update is, and the reader itself, is that you have to put it really, really, really close, like practically push it through this in order to get it to read. I'm not sure why. I think it might just be because this isn't, it's an update or something. I don't know, it's a different wavelength. But you'll notice if I put it barely above, sometimes it'll read, sometimes it won't. That is not an issue with the update. That is an issue with the reader itself. So sometimes you have to push it in really close. See that red, but that red too. See, that didn't read. That red. So sometimes you have to push it in really close. Sometimes you have to just kind of find the sweet spot. So if it doesn't read, just there, that red. And then that red. Sometimes, yeah, like I said, you have to find the sweet spot, but it reads. So it does read the Red Nesica number off of this. It doesn't read the AmusementIC number off of it. Covering up the rest of this so that you don't see it. But yeah, it works. It works very, very well. And just to prove that it's not a doctored card, I am going to pop my personal card out. 1 second. If I can find it. Here it is. All right, here's my personal card. It's got a different number on it. Let's go ahead and give it a test in game. So going back up here, we're gonna go down to exit test mode. And then give it enough opportunity to cycle through what it normally does. And then you can see this. Completely separate. Ta-da. Check that out. I'm not even #1 in my own arcade. What the heck, man? Anyway, So that's it. It's as simple as that. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to me on the usual Discords. I've made 50 of these updater PCBs, and I'm sending 15 out to individuals to an individual in the Netherlands for European distribution. I think it's NVGM is what the organization is called, but they're going to be the European source for these. And if you're in the States, please hit me up, let me know. This is an open source project. I'm literally just selling it for parts, not even time. $20 shipped for this. It is a one-time use thing, so I encourage you to share it with your friends if you have anybody around that has Theatrhythm or Groove Coaster cabinets that haven't been updated to use Red Nesica cards or AmusementIC cards. Theatrhythm already has a AmusementIC update that's baked into the game. So if your cabinet doesn't support AmusementIC cards, all you have to do is update the reader. Previously, I was offering this service for free, but now that this is out, please pick up one of these or borrow it from a friend, and then perform the update on your own. You only have to use this once, so this will never have to be opened up again. This will never have to be used ever again. Once it's done being used, go ahead and put it in your toolbox somewhere so that you can hang on to it just in case another Taito JVS card reader comes up. Like I said, it's compatible with all of the JVS card readers. It's not compatible with the USB I/O card readers. So things like Love Live or Densha De Go or the Vulix Diamond Orange card readers for like Street Fighter 5 and 6, this is not compatible with, because it's not needed. It's different technology. That already has the AmusementIC update built into the card reader, so everything else is software. But yeah, like I said, I've only made 50 of these. It's open source. There is a GitHub with the Gerbers and the instructions on how to compile the firmware for the updater PCB itself. So if you have any questions, please reach out to me. I'll put the link to the GitHub inside the description for the video. But yeah, it's nice being back, and it's nice making more videos, and maybe one day soon I'll get in front of the camera. So thanks guys, happy gaming.